Morning, folks. How are we doing? We are back here again with Amberlynn Reid. She's sticking to this European upload schedule, which, like I said, works perfectly for me. But I don't have much time here. I'm going to the cinema soon, so let's just plow through this. It's let's talk about my body gaining weight ? Vlog. So yeah, I think this is something people have been talking about a lot. That she kind of looks like she's been getting heavier recently. I'm not overly fussed on the weight loss stuff, as you all know, but I guess we're just going to plow into it and just see where she takes us. Let's go. We're going to put it up to 1.25 times speed, obviously, because I can't be bothered with 1 point speed. Let's just go for it, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a new vloggity vlog. So I've actually been using this, you guys.
I don't know what it is. Is that a light?
A little mini.
Yeah.
Wow, I look sinister. It was Halloween night when I saw.
Guys, she's just quirky.
Ghost. Okay, I don't.
She's so quirky. How's she been using it? I haven't really noticed like a lot of extra lighting or anything like that in her vlogs recently. I really haven't noticed that. Maybe I'm like I've always said, maybe I'm wrong with it, but I really haven't noticed any particular change in it.
That's why I don't tell spooky stories, because it just don't fly with me. I don't believe in the ghosties. So I've actually been using this. I've been clipping.
We got a shout out back to the last 17-second long scene where she just randomly goes, "I'm watching Ghost Adventures. Do you guys believe in ghosts? I don't." And then that was all we got. A lot of people saying that they think she's just taking like unused footage and just like mashing it together to try and make actual videos, which could be the case, because especially that last one was all over the place. It did feel like it was just a scattershot approach. I was just like, what was it, like 9 minutes long, kind of like this one, and it was just like, let's throw on 7 different things and not like focus on anything in particular. We're just gonna like rush through everything here.
It on there. It makes the lighting definitely look better, I will say. I got some foundation in my hair on both sides today. So
I don't really know. She looks darker here. Like the foundation's a bit darker than usual. She looks darker. That's why I don't think she's been really using this light before, because like she looks different here. She looks different.
I look like I have a lot of gray hair. I do have some gray hair, but right now
So,
I'm looking like,
babe, I can relate,
because I got foundation. Whoopsies. It is 8:45 p.m. and so far today I have just showered, got ready for the day, did my makeup. I actually have a load of laundry in the wash. I've been productive.
But yeah, I don't believe you, because pretty much every time you have the laundry and you always start filming standing beside the laundry machine, so it's as loud as possible. Go, guys, just so you know, I have laundry in right now. It's not like a conspiracy theory that she doesn't do laundry or anything like that. It's just every single time she seems to like let us know she has a wash on, it's always because she's like standing beside it and it's ungodly loud.
Yes, and I'm watching H3 right now. That's what I'm doing when I'm doing my makeup. I'm always watching YouTube. People are asking, why do I always have this in? When I'm talking to you guys, this is off. I just keep this in my ear all day long, because like if someone calls me, I just answer it through here. If I'm watching something on my phone or something on my laptop, I just have this in. I don't know.
I still found it weird, because I'm the kind of guy, like, you know, I've been doing a lot of like housework recently, you know, spring cleaning time, guys. I walk around with my headphones on a lot, even though like I don't live in an apartment like she does. I just still like to have it in. But it's like, if I was ever to like film myself or anything like that, the first thing I do is like take them off. I don't think it's like, oh, do you know what, I'll just leave it in as I talk to the camera here. I find that a bit odd.
Feel like I have it in. It's just like naturally there at this point, because I wear it all day long. All right, so I officially bought some new tennis shoes. I'm super excited.
God, look at your tabs. You got so many tabs, girl. Damn. All YouTube videos as well. Do you not know how to like actually capture from like the video or something like that without having to hold just like record your hand like up in front of it to try and cover up your order confirmation? I'm glad that we're finding a confirmation on tennis shoes. This kind of does, in my opinion, lead credence to the people saying it's like she just seems to be like using old footage, because the tennis shoes thing was like a week ago now. Like, wasn't it like a week ago now that she said, I'm on tour, I found these new tennis shoes, and now a week later she's like, I've ordered them. It's like, did you sit on it for a week? Or because it doesn't seem like you sit on other clothes at all. It seems like the second you see something on tour that you like, you immediately go and order it. So did you just decide, oh, nah, I'm not really sure on these shoes, I'm just going to sit here for a week?
For when they come in the mail, I will show you guys. I hope they fit.
I can't wait.
Do you see all those tabs open?
Yes. Oh, I mentioned them.
That's how it always is for me, because my attention span is pretty bad. So I will flip through videos. Like, I'll watch one video for like 1 minute, and then I'll do the next one for a minute, then the next one for a minute.
What?
The only time I don't do that is when I'm like doing my makeup. I can actually sit and listen to something. But if I'm just sitting here watching YouTube, I can only watch like...
I know she's going to try and make that like an ADHD thing, but that just seems really weird. It just seems really weird, especially if you leave them all open. It's like, oh, I watch 1 minute of that, 1 minute of that, 1 minute of that, 1 minute of that, 1 minute. It's like, well, then you're not really watching the videos, are you? You know, it's like, I like movies, I like anime. I find it hard to sit down and just like plow through one anime in a row. So like, I'll do it like, I'll watch like one episode of one, and then I'll go, oh, that was good. I'll move on to the next, and then I'll go to the next anime and watch one episode of one. I don't sit down very often and just plow through the entire thing in one go unless it really captures my attention. But I've never done that with like YouTube videos where it's like, oh, I have 17 YouTube videos open at once. I'll watch 1 minute of this, and then I'll move on to this one, and then I'll just cycle through until I've eventually watched all of the videos. It's just that I don't know, that just doesn't really seem like you'd be even enjoying what you're watching then, because it's at that point it's so incoherent. Like
1 minute per video. It's pretty bad.
I don't believe you. Okay. Are we serious? Did she decide to film more look at me, I'm reading something content? Look at me, I'm such a reader. I'm reading something content. It's a bit silly. At least it's better than like the times when she'd sit there and just film her face as she looks at it and goes like, as she was reading, like. Oh my god, cut straight to her doing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I give her like a little bit of praise that she's not doing this, and then it just hard cuts straight to her doing it. Oh god, no. Amber, do you not realize it at this point that it looks dumb? It's like you're trying to prove to someone that you're reading it. It's like you'd see in like a comedy from like the 1980s or something. It's like, I am also a big reader, and then they'll be holding the book upside down or something like that. It's like comedic timing. Oh my god. What are you filming yourself staring blankly at a page for? It's so weird. Oh, yep. Cat is pretty cute. You're really running dry here for content, are you? You really are running absolutely dry. You know what? Like, her view counts have not been great recently. Like, I don't blame anyone who's like, I'm gonna watch Zachary Michael or Oh Lord It's Geordie or any of the other reactors. I don't blame anyone who's like, you know what? I'm preferring to watch them than watch Amber's content, because like at least you might get a bit of joking. Zach will do like a really over the top reactions and stuff like that. This is just like God, I don't know. You should be thanking the reactors at this point, because they are making this kind of content like bearable, even for people like me who watches her. See, what I usually do, I know you don't care. Unfortunately, she's so boring. I'm talking about this. What I usually do is I usually see it come up. I react to it, and then after I react to it, usually when it's like uploading, I'll go and see if anyone else has reacted to it, because I don't really want to have my like a spoiler going into it or anything like that. I like to go in absolutely fresh. But yeah, like if I wasn't doing it for reactions, I would just wait for like Zachary Michael or something like that to come out and do like a reaction to it for me to watch, as I wouldn't watch your content as is.
This book is creepy. I will explain more once I am done reading it.
No, do you know what? No, you won't. Do not lie to us here. No, you will not. You'll just say like, oh my guys, like, you know, like there's this guy, and he was like talking, and I was like, whoa, and it was like weird, and then there's like a bunch of twists, guys, and I was like, like that's like a 3.5, but on Goodreads you can't. It's like you can't do 3. So it's like more like a 4. I think it's like more 4 than a 3 on a 3.5 scale. Guys, it's really, oh god, you guys should read it for yourselves. That's what you'll say. Yeah, do not lie to us here and make it seem like you will give an in-depth breakdown on why it's creepy and everything like that. You will just say how it somehow relates to you as a person, and that there's twists in it, and either it was, oh my god, it's boring, guys, I was bored, or you'll just be like, oh, guys, the twists.
But my dietitian just emailed me, and as you guys know,
cool.
There was a really bad storm last week, so she had to reschedule talking to the surgeon about...
Okay, when did that storm video happen? Because I remember reacting to it. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go check. Okay, I just checked, and it was about like 10 or so days ago. So I guess she could still be right with 1 week. I was just trying to see what the timeline here for like these vlogs. I was trying to like work out the timeline, because I know at one point she said I could like on Sunday there, and then people were able to kind of guess what time frame it is. But I still think we're like, I still think we're fairly far behind.
me as a patient and what steps to take next. So she emailed me and said that she's getting that rescheduled this week.
It seems to be taking a very long time. Like, I'm sorry, I was just turning up there because she's a wee bit quiet this time. It seems to be taking like a very long time for like her to like talk to the doctor. It has been like weeks at this point. Even with like the storm thing having been like, you know, like potentially like 10 days or more ago at this stage, like it seems to be taking a very long time for them to have like a chat with the surgeon and pass on their recommendations to the surgeon. And I thought it wasn't the dietitian doing this. I thought it was the psychologist above the source psychiatrist. I don't remember which one above the dietitian, because that's the one who had the opinion. Just that's why I don't like the weight loss surgery thing, because she's all over the place with it, and it's just like I don't like having to try and remember all of her different stories and timelines and everything like that, merge them together to be something somewhat understandable.
It's Tuesday, so I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll have a little bit more answers.
This Tuesday? So like, is this only from like a couple days ago? You know, is this because like Tuesday's two days ago, or is it next Tuesday now? Like depending when you filmed it. This is a problem with like being so far behind your content.
Asking me, you know, any updates. If I don't say any updates, then it's probably because there is none, which is unfortunate. Because trust me, I am very excited and I'm still optimistic about this journey.
You don't seem very excited. You've gone back to quote unquote. You okay? Oh, you show me your belly. Hey you, what's the matter? You girl. She's just chilling here, just showing her belly now. I just don't know. She doesn't seem excited anymore. She's back to soda when she had previously said she was quitting soda entirely and she's drinking water instead. And now she's like getting like quote unquote fountain drinks, and like, which is just the goofiest thing. Like I agree with everyone. It feels like she was just doing that for attention so people would talk about it. Like she's not talking about her step goal or steps or anything like that in well over a week now, maybe more. It doesn't really. She doesn't talk about like what food she's eating, her diet, any form of weight loss or anything like that. This is the first like thing in I think maybe a week or so that has mentioned weight in the title.
I am really, really swollen though. My lipedema and lymphedema is, you know, I'm just retaining a lot of fluid and water.
I thought you why did you like squeeze your neck when you said that? Because your lymphedema and lipedema is not in your face. Like it's on your extremities. So why did you squeeze your chin when you said that? What? That doesn't really make any sense. But I do love that she has finally remembered that she has lipedema and lymphedema still. I thought she just had lipedema. I thought she just had the one, not lymphedema and lipedema. I thought she just had lipedema, and that's why she couldn't lose the weight. That was, if anyone remembers, that was her whole claim during, I think, Vlogmas, where she suddenly came out, or just right before Vlogmas, where she came out and gets like, oh my god, guys, I've realized why I can't lose weight. Even eating 800 calories a day, I can't lose weight because I've been doing it wrong, because actually, guys, I have lipedema, not lymphedema, and because of that, I can only lose weight through keto. And then she did keto for like 3 or 4 days. Are you done? Goober, are you done? She's kind of like half done. Are you half done? Because you kind of started leaving, and now you're back. Stop sneezing at me. Stop sneezing at me. I don't want your germs. Yeah? What? You were kind of done because you're heading out the door, and then like I questioned you on it, and now you're shouting. Now you're shouting. Indoor voice, please. See, I was a wee bit quieter. I do appreciate that. You a good girl? So yeah, I'm glad that she remembered it. I don't think she's being consistent again with the claims, obviously. But God, it's just kind of like, okay, cool. We're moving away from the weight loss surgery arc. We're back. We're heading back to the lipedema arc again, which was another just cringe arc where she didn't understand basic like metabolic rate and caloric intake and everything like that.
In my body right now, and I could definitely even see it in my face, and I hate it because it's like
your lymphedema in your face. Have you got spongy material in your face? What are you talking about? Why? Oh God! Why is she doing? What is she making this up for? Okay, guys. You know, I'm not a medical expert. Do you get lymphedema in the face? I thought lymphedema was where your like fat turned like spongy, pretty much. And it pretty much happens. Most people seem to be on their legs. I'm sure it could probably happen on your arms as well. But it's like an extremities thing. It's not like she has like lymphedema on her face or lipedema on her face. She's never mentioned that before. She specifically said that lipedema is why she has her body shape and why she's so bottom heavy. She specifically made that claim before, and now she's claiming that it's her face only looks larger, not because she's gaining weight, apparently, guys, but because her lymphedema and lipedema is on her face suddenly, and it's swelling. Okay, cool.
Like, I could be eating everything right and doing everything perfect.
No, you can't.
And my body just says, I'm gonna reject that. Lipedema, like,
that's okay. We're just back. We're replaying the storyline again. We're just replaying the storyline again. Like I remember it because it absolutely broke me when she was like, guys, I could eat 800 calories a day and I can't lose weight because I have lipedema. And it's like, bro, that's not how calories in and calories out works. She makes it sound like she could literally starve herself and put on weight, no, that's not how that works. That really is not how it works.
It's not very common. Like, people don't know a lot about it.
Oh, so, God. You're so special.
With that,
a lot of large people have lymphedema. What are you talking about? Even not large people have lymphedema. What are you talking? Like, oh yeah, it's just, guys, it's just not. Yeah, you guys don't understand. I'm literally like the expert in it, so I just take what I say here as gospel, even though it makes no sense. But yeah, it's not very common. I'm actually very special and unique, guys. I don't know if I've told you guys, but I'm like so unique.
Plus being in like the spotlight, because I do show myself. Hi, this is me. I show myself on camera. A lot of judgmental people, and that's just being brutally honest.
I think aren't a lot of people like judgmental about you because you lie so much? Isn't that it? Like, because like I don't think like every single like video of mine I go like, oh, look at the size of her. I don't like, or like really just like randomly insult her appearance or anything like that. I only brought up like this now because you have directly fucking lied. That's why I'm talking about it, because you're talking about it. Is this her trolling again? Is this her trying to get people to talk about her again because she knows full well that everyone like ripped apart and shit all over her fucking story, where she's like, oh guys, I can't lose weight just without it being keto magically. Like, is she just doing that again? Is she just replaying that arc again because it got her a bit of attention?
I have a lot of people who are very judgmental who watch me, and putting those two together makes it rough because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she's gaining so much weight, like look at her. It just sucks that it's like an okay thing to do.
Okay, so I this just feels like this is her saying that she has gained weight when she's like now trying to like blame reaction channels and like her fan base. It feels like she actually has gained weight, and she's like trying to divert the topic to like make up this absolute nonsense, and then also shit on people for daring criticize her or think badly of her.
This is an illness, a disease that I was recently diagnosed with that I didn't know that I even had.
What?
Honestly, it didn't even.
You were diagnosed with lymphedema ages ago.
That's why sometimes I look massively bloated, and thankfully there is a whole community online of people also with.
What are you talking? Like, she was diagnosed with lymphedema ages ago. Like, yeah, the lipedema thing is, but that doesn't even like help you in your story at all. That your chin is swollen, apparently. That your second chin is swollen, apparently, because lipedema is like meant to target your bottom. That's what you said yourself. You specifically said that is why I have the body shape that I do. Why I'm so bottom heavy is because of the lipedema, because it affects the bottom half of your body more. And now she's like, oh yeah, that explains why my face looks larger because I have lipedema. Is lipedema just like a magic cure-all for any form of criticism like at all now?
Lipedema who experience the same problems, and it sucks. I hate that there has to be a community because it definitely sucks having this, but like, stop with the judgment. Truly, like, low key, it's ableist, it's fatphobic.
How is it ableist? What? How is it ableist? Is lymphedema a disability now? What? Like, lymphedema is just an issue that you have. It's not a disability. Like, it doesn't stop you from living your life. What are you talking? Jesus Christ. She's really going hard with the power words here. That's way too much. Like, okay, this really does make me fully lean into, like, she has definitely gained weight. If she is now claiming that people, like, criticizing her for looking like she has gained weight are being ableist.
And it's just not okay. Okay, you guys, it is P.O. Box time.
Oh, you're not going to mention your weight? Because, like, obviously, you could dissuade everyone by saying what your actual... No, you're not going to do that. That is a ridiculous claim. Wow, that's a ridiculous claim. Okay, like I get the usual complaint, oh, people are fatphobic or something like that. But going ableist, like, bro, that's kind of disgusting that you're trying to like actually like put yourself in with people who have like actual disabilities. Hey there, guys. After the Fact Irishman here. So I just wanted to quickly update you. I went and had a look at this afterwards after talking about it because I was like genuinely curious because it seemed weird. Apparently, like you can get lipedema on your face. Apparently, it is incredibly rare. She has never mentioned this before. This is a brand new claim from her. So I still don't know if I actually believe it in any way. It just seems too convenient that she suddenly has lipedema suddenly developing on her face to explain why her chin gets bigger when most lipedema, it seems to be on the face, is like high on your cheeks and stuff like that. So like I said, I still don't know if I believe her. The disability comment, okay, yeah, if you get like super extreme lipedema, where you can't even like work, yeah, that some people say that can be considered a disability. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. It's silly coming from Amberlynn, who is very much sitting here working, able to do like an online content creation thing, and she's trying to claim people being ableist against her. So I just wanted to quickly say that because I know people will probably correct me in the comment section. So I did go in to have a wee look at it afterwards. I do kind of stand my point that I think it is genuinely silly. She seems to be just pulling it out of her butt, and also the ableist comment seems kind of disgusting in my opinion.
First things first, I got a letter.
Wow, I literally don't care. I'm sorry. After that whole last bit of nonsense, I really don't care about your tee-hee, guys. Look, I got a letter. Oh my god, it's from Joanne. I'll read it, Joanne. Thanks, Joanne. That was good. Bye. I just don't care about that. After you're trying to imply that people are ableist for saying it looks like you have gained weight. Like, what are you, like, that's a ridiculous claim. I'm sorry, like, Jesus Christ. You take, like, people take away from the power from words way too much, but when you're claiming, like, it is ableist to say that you look like you've gotten fat, and then you have to change it, your lipedema is now on your face, like, yeah, okay, people can call you out flat. You seem like a fucking idiot suddenly.
And the last question she asked is if I would react to reaction channels. I have reacted to a couple of their videos in the past, and it never went well.
It never goes well because you're so bad at it. It never goes well because you're so bad at it, and you're basically giving them free advertisement, and they get loads of content off it. Yeah, it doesn't go well because you are just bad at it. It's like anytime you see Chantel try and do like a reaction where she goes, "I'm reacting to the reactors. I'm gonna take them down," and then she just sits there and like tuts and just stares at the screen and goes, "Oh, but that's not, that's not, you know, that's not true." And that's like the best that they have.
Me sticking up for myself doesn't go very well. So
sticking up for yourself.
So thank you
it's
so
because
much,
you're bad at it.
For the letter, I appreciate it so much. So the next thing is this.
She literally a second ago, like it's such a weird thing to hard cut from her calling people ableist for saying it looks like she has put on weight, to now being like, I just don't stick up for myself because it never works out. Is it because your version of sticking up to yourself is implied that anyone who criticizes you now is ableist?
Huge box. So let me open her up real quick. I'm hoping there's a note in here.
That box is so ableist. Why is it sealed like that? Do they not know that she has lipedema? God, Amazon, I'm actually kind of disgusted by the ableism on display here, that they are making our disabled queen have to struggle to open this with a pair of scissors. And look at those scissors. The finger holes, they're quite small. Actually, that's very ableist, because do you not know she has lipedema apparently on her face? Amazon and a scissor company, Mr. Scissors, you're being very ableist, guys.
So I know who to thank.
That's very ableist. Like, you shouldn't have to make her exert that much effort. That's actually incredibly ableist. Like, did she change her earphone? Because she made a big song and dance with the earphone, but wasn't it in her, like, right ear earlier on? Now it's in her left ear, unless she's mirrored the images randomly. Yeah, it's ableist for me to get distracted by that. It's actually ableist for me to get distracted by that. Christ, I'm sorry, like, her lower arms and all aren't swollen or anything like that. You know, like, her lower arms aren't swollen or anything like that, so I don't know what she's claiming. It's like, oh yeah, guys, I saw per me, tee-hee. Cool. Oh, she's ruined my mood, guys. Cocaine Bear had better be good. She has ruined my mood, guys, by this ridiculous claim. Ridiculous claim.
Oh, you gotta love people. It's a Brita filter. Do I have a note? So on Instagram, I've made it very clear that my OCD and intrusive thoughts revolving around OCD is very much affected when it comes.
God, can you just keep adding layers onto it, please? Like, well, my OCD, well, the intrusive thoughts. Well, intrusive thoughts connected to OCD. Actually, my ADHD. Actually, guys, sorry, it's my lipedema means that I can't drink tap water because it's dirty, disgusting sink water. For you peasants, I only drink Fiji and smart water. Like, Christ Almighty, like, like God, I don't know what, I appreciate the troll. The troll is quite funny. But like God, Amber, like this is one I wouldn't have shown because this is going to make you look bad no matter what you do here.
Comes to like tap water, I physically can't drink it because it makes me think of worms, even
What?
with a Brita filter. But I know one thing, Feline, she'll be using that. So it came with the.
So you're okay with apparently your girlfriend that you are intimate with? You're okay with her apparently drinking disgusting, infectious, diseased water that will like kill everyone. You're okay with her drinking that, but you won't drink it. It's almost like it's almost like your OCD and the intrusive thoughts don't extend past like you to your loved ones. Like, okay, cool.
Yesterday's vlog where I.
What a change in volume there. She said in yesterday's vlog she's going to talk about a fucking fridge again.
Finally set this up and I put some waters in here. So when I get thirsty in my bedroom.
Thanks for the what? Like I made the joke with the Naruto flashbacks like before. Are we doing the Naruto flashbacks again? I don't need a flashback to something that happened like 10 minutes ago in reality.
I'll have cold water. So it's been about 24 hours since then. So
cool.
I want to see how cold the water is.
It's been like 24 hours, guys, so I want to see if the fridge has made it cold. Guys, I know that's not usually what fridges do, but I want to see if that's what it did. You're really struggling for content.
I haven't opened it since I did it, so.
That looks awkward. That handle actually looks really ableist. Like, do they not realize that she has lipedema? And the handle requires you to have to twist your wrist. Does she not realize that she has lipedema on the wrist? I'm not gonna get past
cold,
this.
Folks.
Wow. It's almost like it's a fridge.
All fridges are created equal. So I used to have a fridge years ago that like.
Are you going to tell me a story about you had a fridge that didn't make things cold? Because I'm going to tell you, you didn't have a fridge then. You had a big box. Like, did you accidentally put your bacon strips in the cardboard box that the fucking fridge came in, or something like that? Please don't tell me we're going to have a story here about a fridge not making things cold, because that is pretty much the only thing fridges are designed to do.
Really made my drinks cold. Like it wasn't at the temp that I wanted it, no matter how much I tried to change the temp on the fridge, but I'm very happy to see that.
God damn those room temperature fridges out there.
This little tiny fridge actually makes these waters crisp cold. I love it.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's a water bottle, I guess. I also love it's been 24 hours and you haven't touched a single one. They're in exactly the same position they were in from the last vlog. So I'm glad that the whole fridge thing that you're running it's getting some good use out of it.
That one actually fits like that, so.
Yeah, no shit. Like, yeah, when I was watching that last time, I was like, why are you stacking them like that? No shit, it fits like that. Why wouldn't it? If the other one fit there, why wouldn't one fit beside it?
At the time, I didn't realize it, so I put it up top. And this is some melted wax melt that I can't get off, so I need to try getting that off.
Okay. You can't get wax off. Wax is like incredibly easy to get off anything that's like a hard flat surface. It's like, what? Is the wax melt being ableist by not allowing you to remove it or something like that and requiring you to burn more calories? Calories which don't matter anyway because you have lipedema. Like, so honestly, by burning calories, you're probably putting on weight.
Hey you guys, so it is the end of the night. I'm about to go to sleep, but every night
she's so quirky, guys. Are we gonna get a shower vlog?
And I brush my teeth. So we still want to end the video with comment of the day.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do that.
Okay, guys in chat, right now we're positive at 15. Put your suggestions of the best questions of the day so you possibly could get. So yeah, I thought the first one was really good on about like her favorite color. The second one on why are people so mean to you. That was fantastic. What's this one going to be? Is it going to be like, do you like reading? Amberlynn, do you like reading? I've heard of a new thing called bullet journaling. Have you ever tried bullet journaling? I mean, this is like the tier of question I'm expecting.
Well, it's not comment of the day, it's question of the day, but same thing.
Okay.
So if you want to be a part of this, you can go to my Instagram because that is where I get my questions. So this one isn't really a question, but I did want to.
Guys, well, it's not really comment of the day, it's a question of the day. However, this one isn't actually a question, it's a comment of the day. Fantastic. We just we went all the way up the mountain and came straight back down again. Jesus Christ. God.
Do this one because I was like, you know what? This is a good point.
Oh God! If you're taking the points and advice from like people in your chat, it's probably not actually going to be a good point because your version of a good point is like, God, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of like get a mini fridge, get a mini fridge so you can drink more water.
Oh, it says you'd be a spoiled brat if it were about a puppy or a purse, not saving your life.
What? That's not a good point at all. What are you talking about? Like, what? You'd be a spoiled brat if it was about, like, what? I'm assuming getting a puppy or a purse, not saving your life? Well, no, you can still be a spoiled brat by being told you have to wait for something, and it's like, okay. Because, Amber, you could save your own life. You could just, diet and actually lose weight. You could, like, actually stick to something for once. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't believe you. Well, firstly, I don't believe that this whole thing is happening. But, like, you are acting like a spoiled brat if you are actually upset that you have to wait for something like this. Especially when there are dozens of other options for you. Instead, you threw a little temper tantrum. And seemingly have just dropped the whole weight loss thing entirely. So much so that you now have to claim people are ableist for saying it looks like you have gained weight. I'm sorry, love. It looks like you have gained weight. Like, so yeah, you know what, you're coming across as a spoiled brat who threw a temper tantrum and is now lashing out at people for daring criticize the god queen Amberlynn Reid.
And I chose this because
because it was someone patting Amber. Don't try and make up. It's because someone patted your ass. It's because someone patted your ass and made you go, yeah, actually, I'm an amazing person. It's because someone agreed with you. That's why you chose it. That's the only reason you chose it, okay? Let's not make up fucking stories here. This isn't Narnia. This isn't Lord of the Rings. I don't need a fantasy tale, okay?
Community, people have been saying that I am a spoiled brat because I was a little disheartened and I cried and I felt like a failure.
Okay, haven't people been calling her like a spoiled brat for like ages? Like not specifically just about this one reaction. So like even this point doesn't make any sense.
Because I wasn't getting weight loss surgery in the summer and instead I might get it in the winter. People were saying that I was a spoiled brat because of that. And you know what? That's a good point. I don't think I was a spoiled brat at all.
Thank you, person, for agreeing with me. I think you're right because you agree with me. You already said this, so don't act like this is some revelation about the whole thing. You've already said this about yourself. You found a comment that agreed with you and decided to show it. I'm sorry. I am so distracted by all of this. Like, they're getting bigger. I can't be wrong. That's getting bigger. That is getting a lot bigger. Like a lot bigger. I'm sorry. I like her reaction to it, how she looks in general. I'm fully on board that she's gaining weight, Trian.
Simply wanting to save my life sooner. And it feels the same way right now to me, like how it felt when I was going to get a hysterectomy. I wanted the cancer out now, not later. I want to save my life.
What are you talking about? It's actually like, that's a really bad comparison. I don't think that's a really good comparison for you to go with because it's like, wasn't she like rushed to like ER because it was like a really major thing? Like it's a bit different, like weight loss surgery to like very, very serious cancer that like is just going to kill you very soon if you don't get it sorted very soon. Weight loss, like you couldn't get rid of the cancer yourself. You can get rid of the fat yourself. Like, it was like, the start of this year, you were doing the weight loss journey where you're acting like you were losing pounds a week. You recently claimed you're back in the 400s again. Like, so you're already losing the weight. Like, you could just kind of keep that going, you know?
Now, not later. So, yeah.
Well, that was a hard cut to the end. That was, like, she couldn't even elaborate on why that person was correct. She couldn't even elaborate on why that was correct and why that backed her up. Are you whining? What are you whining for? Oh, what are you shouting at me for now as well? Hello, you. She's just on the couch. She just gets up on the couch and she just feels like a queen there. So she just sits there whining at me when I'm not giving her attention. And they're right, you. Is it because I moved your pillows? Because we were doing spring cleaning, we moved all the pillows all around. So she doesn't have her like chin pillow. So is that what it is? You shook her head, so that's not what it is. Okay, bye. There she goes. She couldn't even explain to like why that was real. She's like, yeah, guys, it's like I said, I'm saving my life, so you can't criticize me. That's it. That's the long and short of it. Can we like we couldn't even make it 3 weeks. Sorry, not even 3 weeks. 3 vlogs of the question of the day thing. Before it's just like, I'm not reading a question today. I'm just reading a statement some rando made that supports me. And as such, I think it's very important to include this. Some random person agreeing with me. Yeah. Don't know. It went by faster than like her other vlogs. But I don't know. I honestly think I got super focused in on that ableism thing. That it's ableist to say that she looks like she has gained weight. I'm sorry. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of disgusting. It really feels like she is just trying to hide behind as many shields as possible. We got OCD, intrusive thoughts now, ADHD, lipedema, lymphedema, binge eating disorder, food addiction, the cancer. She even brought up that towards the end. Now fat phobia, ableism. Like that's me. I fill two hands saying that. I'm sure there's more that I just can't think off the top of my head, but it feels like she is just throwing every single defense as possible at the viewer and saying, actually, it's your fault and you're bad people for judging me because of, look at this laundry list of excuses I have about myself. Wasn't overly fussed on that. Kind of got a wee bit hashtag triggered about that, if I do say so myself. Because I'm just gonna go ahead and thank my patrons and get this quickly edited so I can go watch a buried a whole lot of cocaine, and that might cheer me up a wee bit. So. Thank you to Eswank, Haley, Blake D. I'm just saying off to you, thanks so much for donating, subscribing, all that malarkey, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. Take care of yourselves now. Bye-bye.